Hi, I'm Libby, and I'm a senior at the Miami Valley School. Today was actually our last day, which means obviously the last day of Fromm with Mr. Squires, and I've just been doing a lot of reflecting lately and thinking about the stuff that I've gotten out of this school and especially out of this Fromm class, and kind of comparing how I'm acting now towards how I was acting in March and April before I'd started taking the class. Um, some things that I kind of realized, well, first off, I hate making videos. So before I was terrified because that means that my personal opinion not only would be documented and that other people can see it, but that what I could say would not really be offensive, but that people wouldn't agree, or I'd say something stupid and be embarrassed. And with this class, I've definitely gotten over my fear of kind of stepping out of my comfort zone and making a video on my own opinion and not really having the influence of another person telling me what I should be saying and just kind of saying it. Um, in general, some facts about me. I'm really shy and hypersensitive. So if anyone says something that seems maybe constructive criticism or just slightly negative, I take it really personally, even when I know I shouldn't be. Um, this class has helped me understand why people say what they say, and that most of the time it's not because of something that I did, but maybe they're having a bad day and they're taking it out on me, or I got in the way of something, and that I don't really need to overanalyze why someone says something to me, and that everyone's fighting their own battles and has something that's going wrong or that's difficult in their life, and that they're not just out to get me. I guess it's because I'm so sensitive. I used to just automatically think that, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. No one would designate their life to make someone else's life horrible, hopefully. Um, we've learned a lot of things in this class. Some of the stuff that I really still remember was kind of in the beginning about the idea of love. And I mean, the whole book kind of refers back and forth to it, but that essentially when you love someone else and they reciprocate and love you back, it's essentially that you want the best for them no matter what, whether that is for them to be with someone else and really, really be happy, or just to see them do really well in general, and know that it's not about possession and being with them all the time and saying I love you and going on dates, but really to be able to sit down and enjoy each other's silence and be able to talk to each other about really anything, and just not put them up on a pedestal or anything, and if they have a difference in opinion, to take the time to understand why they think what they think. And I think that goes more beyond just a relationship, but just relationships with people in general, instead of just jumping all the way to the conclusion that oh, this person's wrong, or this person's a slut, or this person sucks. Maybe they act like that because they need attention, and no one really gives it to them because they just say that. Or they're not wrong, maybe they've just been raised a certain way to think that this has to be the right truth. And everyone's coming from a different point in life. No one does the exact same things every single day, and everyone changes every single day. So you think you might know someone, and then you take personal offense at they're acting differently this next day, and something at home could have changed, or really anything could have changed. So I guess that was the big lesson that I learned from this class. Not, I mean, it wasn't stated explicitly that you need to take everything with a grain of salt, and understand that it's not just the world's out to get you. I guess what I'm trying to say is that through what we've been talking about every day these past couple weeks, I've been able to realize with myself that whether I'm confident or not, or whether you're confident or not, people say things that sometimes they don't mean, or they can hurt other people without meaning to hurt them intentionally. And even if they do hurt them intentionally, you always have ways to look at it. There's obviously you can get upset and really frustrated and be really negative and depressed, or you could kind of see where they're coming from and say okay and forget about it and move on and stay positive. You could confront them. I mean, there's so many different ways that you I mean, for me, like, I don't have to, like, just get upset if someone says something that hurts my feelings. And this class really showed me that, like, there's multiple outlooks on life for every situation, and that if you want to be happy that day, realize what you have to do to be happy and be happy, because no one's making you be upset. Um, for anyone watching this thinking about learning more about Eric Fromm, I would highly recommend it because this class has really shaped my thought process.